Hi guys, it's Katie of Black Cat Tarot and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Sabbath Imbolc and a few different ways you can celebrate using things you probably already have at home. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you that I do have a link to all my other social medias down below, including Instagram, where you can message me to book a private tarot reading. That being said, let's get into the video. As many of us know, Imbolc is one of the 8 Sabbats on the Wiccan Wheel of the Year, but traditionally it is one of the 4 fire festivals celebrated by the Celtic people. Imbolc in particular was the celebration of the early signs of spring and honoring the goddess Brigitte. I do want to talk a little bit about the goddess since it is considered Brigids Day. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. And if I get anything wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comments. Brigitte is said to be a daughter of Ondagda, along with her 2 sisters, also named Brigitte. They are said to make up one of the triple goddesses. However, unlike the Morrigan or Hecate, they do not fall under the maiden, mother, crone archetype. They are all of the same generation, known as the 3 mothers or the 3 sisters, with distinctions just based on their domain and responsibilities. One of them being the fire of the hearth, ruling over fertility, family, and childbirth. Another being known as the fire of the forge, patron to the crafts like metalsmithing, embroidery, and weaving. And lastly, the fire of inspiration, said to be the muse of poetry and protector of cultural learning. If you grew up around Christianity, or I believe Catholicism in particular, you may have heard of Saint Brigitte. Now, it is believed that Saint Brigitte is actually based on the goddess Brigitte, but when Christianity was being introduced into Ireland, they were unable to get the people to convert because they didn't want to let go of their beloved goddess. So they turned her into a saint, telling stories of her being a nun known as Brigitte of Kildare. Imbolc is known as Brigid's Day because it is said to be the day that the goddess leaves the other world to visit her followers and bless and protect their homes. One way you can honor the goddess on her day is by making a Brigids Cross, similar to the one I have here. Traditionally, they're made out of reeds or sweetgrasses, but you can make them out of pipe cleaners like I did. I will be leaving a link down below so that you can follow the video I watched to make this. This one is mine personally that I made last year on Bealtaina. I will be retiring it and making a new one, but as you're making it, you can thank the goddess for her protection and ask her to bless your home. It's said that if you hang this above your door or next to your door, you will be protected. Another way you can celebrate is by cleaning your home. I know we've all heard of the term spring cleaning, and I believe Imbolc is where that term originated. One way ancient Celts would celebrate is cleaning their home and lighting a candle to make it more inviting for their goddess. Beans wants to make an appearance. Here she is, my sweet little girl. Imbolc is traditionally celebrated on February 1st and 2nd. That is right smack in the middle of the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It would allow farmers to know that the ground is starting to thaw and they can now prepare it to plant their crops, as well as getting their animals prepared for the mating season. To then celebrate the warmth coming back to the earth and hopefully a successful crop in the new year, they would then make a feast full of grains and hearty root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and onions that would have lasted them throughout the winter. That being said, a really great way to celebrate Imbolc is to cook a lot of food. A nice roast dinner if you eat meat, and some great roasted vegetables. If you are then able to, I would set a plate of food aside and put it on your altar for any deities you may worship, as well as the goddess Brigitte. Before I let you go, I did want to share one fun fact that I found while doing research for this video. On February 2nd in the US, we celebrate Groundhog's Day, and if the groundhog sees his shadow, there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. The ancient Celts believed that Imbolc was the time when the hag Cailleach would leave her home in order to collect wood for the rest of the winter. If the weather was nice that day, then she needed more time to collect more wood, meaning winter was going to last longer. And if the weather was gloomy, she didn't need much time and winter was shortly coming to an end. And there you have it. That's just a couple ways you can celebrate Imbolc, whether you're out and proud as a witch or in the broom closet. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.